everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the So Much Podcast.
What is up, Slodgers? This is episode 39.
39.
Getting close to 40. And that's 1/3 of
120.
Did we do 1/2 of or 1/3 of? What was the tradition?
I think it's 1/2 of, but I think it's 1/3 of 120, right? Math?
40. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I think we were doing 1/2 of. Yeah.
Yeah. It's also 40% of 100.
There you go. And as y'all know, on the 100th episode, we're going to stop the podcast. So
yes, the podcast will end.
But
forever.
This podcast is still going to be able to go on for at least another 2 decades because we make episodes maybe about once every 2 months.
Yeah, we have. Actually, we're doing a lot better now.
We're doing a lot better.
We're doing at least like a podcast a month now, at least.
Easy. And we're going to be doing even more. So,
which is more podcasts than we did when we actually lived together.
Yep.
So
yeah. No, and this is fun. I like doing podcasts this way because it's definitely a more entertaining watch for the Slodgers because Because when we would sit down, we'd be like, what are we going to talk about? And it's like we experienced everything together.
Yeah.
And we would just talk throughout the week, so there was no updates. But yeah, now we can get into some Majors updates. This is actually your first time in the studio.
Yes, first time here. I like it.
What are your thoughts? We haven't made a song in it yet, so you can't really judge the effectiveness of the studio, but...
Yeah, I don't know about the workflow quite yet, but it's a nice vibe. I feel like it feels nice in here. I like that you have a ceiling fan, too. That's the one thing. There's no ceiling fans in our house, and I miss my ceiling fan because I would basically have the ceiling fan on all the time.
It helps so much.
It's so nice. It really gets the flow going in there. And also, like, we have some of the little box fans and whatnot, but they're just too loud. Like, this thing's not loud.
Yeah.
That's the beautiful thing about having it in a studio, because I would sometimes just record the guitar and whatever with the fan on, and it would make no difference. Sometimes it would be kind of shitty because we would record videos and then I'm like, oh, I had the fan on, and the audio of the camera's just like for half the thing. But yeah, ceiling fan's nice.
You've got me tripping out now. I'm thinking, looking at the waveform, I think we're good.
Yeah, that's valid. No, I think we got it pointed enough to where if we had it like this,
exactly,
that might be a problem.
And it's an old fan, so it's not the how do you judge? What are the measurements of wind movement from a fan?
I don't know, miles per hour maybe.
Yeah, the miles per hour of this fan aren't very high. Yeah. So it's definitely not affecting
RPMs maybe. The RPMs of this fan. Yeah. You know the trick about how when it's winter you can switch the switch on the fan so that it rotates the other way, which actually helps circulate warm air instead of push cool air down.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
That's good to know. You should, after this podcast, get on a little step stool and you'll see a switch somewhere on there, and it will indicate that like the fan will start turning the other way, and it'll suck up the air and circulate it this way instead of pushing it down that
Fans
way.
are cool. Wow.
Cool technology.
What do you think? This is definitely right direction. What are you feeling?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. No, it's in summer mode right now. Yeah. It's in summer mode.
I have it in summer mode activated.
Yeah. We had to put in a command. It's linked to the computer.
Yeah. Yeah, my house
is a smart fan.
Yeah, I got smart gear all around this house.
Yeah.
No, this room is ungrounded. So if that tells you anything about the age of this house, which hasn't really been a problem. An ungrounded house just means that these outlets aren't grounded to something. So if there's a high voltage, the charge can't be sent into a metal rod at the bottom of your house, which most new houses have. Everything's grounded. So a safe way to dissipate that electricity if there's ever a voltage spike is to send it into that thing, which this house doesn't have that. So if there was ever a high voltage spike, it would probably fry my computer and my amps if I had them plugged in, my guitar pedals. And then my microphones would be possibly dangerous because that voltage could rest at the chassis, the metal chassis, and if my lips touch it, I could die. So all of that considered, kind of sucks that the house isn't grounded. But I just unplug everything when there's a thunderstorm.
Yeah, I was going to say, the good news is that it's pretty exceedingly rare for there to be a voltage spike. So it's really only if there's, like you said, like lightning actually strikes your house or some shit.
I think I've noticed, it might just be placebo, but grounding also helps with the recording.
Noise and everything.
Yeah, the noise.
I think it definitely makes some difference for sure.
So, but all that being said, I've been able to make songs here. I haven't really made any like songs though. Haven't made any xole songs, no Coleman Payne. Haven't really hopped in our Park Ranger stuff. I've just been making like still Coleman just throwaway demos, which
is nice.
It is nice. It is nice. It's nice to just throw some songs out there.
Yeah. I put out a video recently that was talking about how like I feel like I never make music like just for fun. So ever since I filmed that, I've been making a point to actually just make music for fun. So I have a bunch of songs now that I just made like just for the hell of it. They're not even on Bandcamp. I'll maybe upload them as like some sort of something at some point, but just for fun. And it's nice to have background music for for videos and whatnot. But yeah, I've just been enjoying just cooking up, making stuff, even if it's not like a thing that has to be a thing, you know? I feel like that's so important also, like, cause I feel like we get very carried away and like, oh, this is work, you know, this is business. And then you lose the idea of like, this is just fun. It's also fun, you know, like it's fun to just do it.
I mean, yeah, that's how we got into it.
Yeah.
Is we would make so much music just cause we loved it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I totally related to that video cause even if I were to start on a song, just to start on a song, in the back of my mind, I'd be like, how am I going to put this in a video?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, can I grab one of my instruments and make a video from that instrument with this song? Or
that's like what I'm always thinking about. But also the thing is that I try to remember is that anytime you're making music or working on music, you're providing a benefit to yourself because you're practicing, you know?
Totally.
And I can do that with myself where I sit down and I have, you know, the past couple of days I've been practicing banjo just for the fun of it. And also I practice drums pretty regularly. So I do that just for fun. And it's like, why can't I just make a song just for fun too? Because we've talked about that before. We even have a Sound Lodge lecture thing about how like finishing songs is a skill, you know? So it is like making a full thing is a skill, and it's helped with my mixing. It's helped with my mastering. It's helped with my, all the computer shit that you like still need to, you know how to do, because it's nice to have everything be analog and mess around with guitars and drums and recording real instruments, but you know most of the shit that happens is in the computer also. So like you can make things sound good in the room, but where it really sounds professional and polished is when you bring it in the computer.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I mean if you're always starting a song and never finishing it, then like you said, you're not practicing the muscles of finishing a song. Yeah. And then when you actually have a good song that's like you're really proud of, it's going to be that much harder to finish it because once you get to the finishing stage, it's not a muscle that you regularly have worked out.
Yeah, exactly. And also it kind of trains your brain to be like, it's not like important enough to finish it, you know? And whereas I think there almost shouldn't be a distinction between like a finished, you know, let's say, like a finished like Cole Still song, or like a finished like whatever, like professional, like, you know, for like fucking Forever Green song or whatever. There shouldn't be like a difference between that and just a random track that you make, because it's all music in the same way.
Totally.
Like we just give it this more like emotional weight because we're like, this is the important thing where I like pour my heart and soul into it, and this is the thing that's just goofy for a YouTube video, but it's all just music. It's all just fucking wiggly air, you know? So
true. Yeah, I was talking to my brother-in-law, and a lot of the comments in the video say the same thing, but he was like, dude, the Red Eye Flight song, he's like, something's different about that song. Like it has something. And I just didn't really think about it much because I started the video off trying to make a bad song, and then quarter way through it I was like, I like the song, so I'm just gonna finish it. But I started the song with the intention of, let's just throw things at Ableton and see what happens. Right. But yeah, I was able to just capture the essence of the song, which I even say that in the video, that like that is 95% of a song is just the initial sitting down, coming up with a vocal melody, throwing it in the DAW, producing it, and then the last 5% is the mix and master. And I think totally important for a pop song that's going to go mega viral. Red Eye Flight that song could not go viral because it's a vocal run that's repeated throughout the track. Doesn't have a verse.
It's kind of pop songs though. Half the time,
that's true.
like,
But it has no verse. It's just a chorus, you know. So if I wanted to, here's the thing: if I wanted to turn that into a pop song, I'd have to write a verse, 2 verses, turn it into a popular song. I'd have to finish it. But the thing about finishing it is, for me to sit down, I have hundreds of songs on my hard drive. For me to sit down and finish one of them, there's so much friction to do that. So it's like, it's just 5% finishing the song, but it takes me so long to get there. And that's because I don't finish a lot of songs. I have a bunch of songs on my hard drive. So this practice of making these cool still songs, of just throwing it out and the master spinning an hour on the master, and that's it. I'm not going to spend 2 weeks and literally lose my mind trying to master this song. And then I throw it out there and a bunch of people on the YouTube video say like, dude, this is my favorite song. And sometimes that makes me a little frustrated. Because you're like, this shit's ass. Please go like, check out my other music. But that is when you realize how subjective music is. And just like you were saying, how it's just wiggly sounds. That's all it is. So like, try to just get as much music as you can out and release it.
And I think also from what you said too, an important thing for me has been throwing out the convention of like, if I wanted to make this a finished song, or like if I wanted to make this a popular song, I would have to do X. And for me, I've stopped even caring about like, I've got to do this much of a chorus and this much of a verse. Naturally, when I record stuff, it kind of ends up being that, where it's like, okay, this is pretty much a verse thing and this is pretty much a chorus thing. But with a lot of the stuff that I'm making now, just for fun, I'll just record piano or like I'll record synth or whatever for an inordinate amount of time, like, you know, not a specific, you know, length of bars or whatever. I just record, and then I record everything else to whatever I recorded. So it's just like a blob of sound. But it's also just like, it's cool to listen to, you know. They're not like, it doesn't have to be like a structured thing. And that's also kind of the thing with like some of the other music that I'm making that's, you know, actually like I'm taking seriously. I'm trying to just not worry about it has to be a certain way based on my preconceived notion of this specific genre or like how songs sound, and just being like, well, whatever, like I think this works, so it works, you know. And that's doing that also like allows it to be different too, because everybody's doing that shit where they're like, you know, verse chorus thing. And like I think it reaches a point where like, now we're in a world where AI can make a fucking verse chorus thing. You know, so doing something weird and different is cool now. You know, and doing something that's unconventional is cool. I think.
Yeah, it's all a really good practice for this whole conversation is when you feel like you need to make one of your songs perfect before you release it, try to transport yourself 5 years in the future. You are going to make such better music in 5 years. Look 5 years behind you. How awful is that music? Now look 5 years in front of you, and it's hard to picture that you're going to be making that much better music, because usually we feel pretty decent about the music we make. We're like, this is the best music I've ever made. It is, but in 5 years it's going to be even better. So in 5 years' time, you're going to be like, I'm so glad that I just uploaded those songs, because now I can look back and people have listened to them, and some people say it's their favorite song. I'm so glad I didn't think that it had to be perfect, because, hey, guess what? It's not perfect. In 5 years' time, you're going to look back and be like, this song isn't perfect. Even with the songs that you sat down and spent 2 weeks to get the perfect mix and master. For the EP that I made, that like took over my life for multiple months to get the perfect songs. And I listened back to them and I'm like, this is a really good song. I'm really proud of it. But I mean, I could do so much better now, which is so funny to think about. That is I really fuck with that EP though. It's very good. I'm glad I killed myself for that album. Like mental torture for that. It's great though. It was so fun. Really good. Making it with you too. Like also that video is just so fun to watch.
It's a great video. It's very nostalgic now.
It is so nostalgic for me to watch it. It is it just takes me instantly back to fall. And instantly back to the house.
It's such fall vibes.
It's such a great feeling.
I remember that was right around when we, or maybe it was before. I think it was before, was when we filmed the Safe and Sound music video. because that was when we filmed the Safe and Sound music video, and I think that day was the day that you told me about some of the events that led to the creation of the album.
Okay, yeah.
And so then I think you made the album like sometime later that month or so.
Yeah.
Because it was like later in September. I think it was like early September we filmed the Safe and Sound music video. But that also like around that same time was like all just like that vibe is just very like nostalgic to me now. Because I just remember you like working on the album, fucking like a damn animal.
Yeah, dude.
Just like burrowed in the fucking.
Yeah, it was fall too.
I walked in and I was like, you wrote another song? Like, is this this is for the other one or this is a new song?
Yeah, that's a funny part in the video. I'm like, oh no, this is a whole. I remember when I talked to people, I couldn't look them in the eye because I was just so in my head about everything. I was just living in my brain where I was like, okay, I definitely need to lower the left guitar on that one song.
Yeah, dude, it's so funny though because I feel like that's. So many creative people and like musicians and artists and whatever have that exact same thing where like if you're working, like I've been working on a Forever Green EP and it's I've been working on that for like since like February of this year, but I've been working on it for a while and I've been doing it in like a healthier way than I've done everything else because when I did my instrumental album I did the same thing. Like I went like gremlin mode.
Well, I couldn't work on music after that album for a long time. Yeah. So it's not it made a good product, but I could make that product in a much healthier way, which I'm doing the same thing. I'm making like a second EP and it's probably going to take another half year to finish. And I've been working on it for a year. So yeah,
exactly. But also the thing is, it's great to do it in that healthier way. Cause a tie-in that I was going to say is when we were talking about just making music for fun, just casually making whatever, that's helped me to make the real songs because I'm just making these songs for fun and actually finishing them all the way. And so I'm getting the reps, getting the practice from making these throwaway songs, and then I can apply all that stuff I learned and that I'm practicing on the fun songs to the quote unquote real songs that I'm putting out, which is nice. But yeah, I'm doing that in a much healthier way. But yeah, it's taking just so long. It's just it's such a process. And I'm also doing vocals, so like it was nice when I made the instrumental. That was like 8 songs. It was a lot of songs, but it was all instrumental. So I didn't have to worry about vocals or mixing vocals, recording vocals, any of that other shit.
That one took you a while too, though.
It did,
you made an actual album. I just made an EP. You made an actual album. And I remember when we're making the album, I would notice you too in that state of mind.
Oh, yeah, totally. Well, even now, it's hard for me to... Like, I'm working on the EP with the vocals, and so much of the time, I'll be like we're watching Game of Thrones, and I'm like... Oh, I really want to add a fucking synth thing in this one song. Like, I need to re-record the vocals in this one song. Yeah. So yeah, it's hard to not get obsessive over a thing, but I think that's good. Like when you get obsessive over stuff, it means you actually care about it. Yeah. And the number one thing I always say to people that like when they're trying to promote their music is, if you don't care about it, why should anybody else care about it? So you have to care about it way more than anybody else cares about it. And if you can get somebody to care about it even like a fraction of the amount that you do, you're on the right track. Yeah. It's like you have to actually have a lot of pride in the things that you make, which I think it's healthy to do that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and if you're making music right now and you don't feel that way, it does take a little bit of time to get to the point where you're proud of your own music, but you'll get there. Because I remember when I first started making music, I was like, this is all so bad. I'm never gonna be good. I can't understand how people like their music. Or no, I didn't even think that, because when I heard other people's music, I was like, this is the best music ever. You should be so proud of this. This is the coolest thing ever. Yeah, and to tie back into what we were saying, how we don't make music for fun anymore. When I was having that conversation with my brother-in-law, when he was like talking about the throwaway song that I was just making, I talked to him about how I used to just make music for fun, and I don't really do that anymore. And that's still true. I don't just sit down to make a song, which I need to do more of. Yeah. But the flip side to that is, man, when I wake up in the morning, most mornings, 80% of my mornings, and I do work, which is work, I'm still like, I love this. Yeah. So the work is something that I love. Yes. But I haven't been able to do the play mode of the thing without tying it into work.
it's very hard to strike a balance, and I feel like this is what all of our podcasts are about, but like it's very hard to strike a balance between the work and the play thing when the work and the play is the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Like it's a very weird, complicated, like convoluted sort of area. But I think, like you were saying, it's a good point. Like now we're in a position where the work is also the play, but it feels like the play now has a purpose and you have sort of a drive when it comes to making music. Whereas I feel like before, when I was just making like 50 beats a month in my room, I didn't have really a drive to where I have a goal I'm trying to meet. Now it's like, okay, I have a goal that I'm chasing towards and I have a purpose for doing this. Before it was like, this is just fun. I just like doing it, you know? It's the same with like, you know, when we were doing the basketball league, I would go out there and I would practice playing basketball because I was like, I want to get better at this so I don't fucking embarrass myself in the basketball league. But before, when I was a kid, obviously that was the same goal as like I want to practice to get better, but I just had so much fun playing basketball. So I would just go out there every fucking day and play basketball. And it's the same kind of thing. I think when you're a kid, it's a lot easier to do things just for fun. And when you're an adult, it's like, everything's got to be some sort of business thing. It's got to be some sort of like, I got to have a purpose for why I'm doing this. And I think that's a important practice as an adult to focus on doing things just out of the sheer joy and sense of whimsy about it, rather than needing to treat everything as a serious thing. You know, sometimes you can just do shit just for the sake of doing it.
That's a great point. Yeah, I'm not good at that at all.
Yeah, same.
I need to. I'm getting better at it. We need to get that Minecraft world going back up.
Totally. That was fun when we did that. And that was
Soundlodge SMP.
Yeah, when I was making those little Minecraft videos, it was so much fun. But then even now I'm in such a like a grind set mode that I was like, oh man, I should do some more like gaming videos. Like I should try to play like RuneScape or Stardew Valley or something. But like I just can't bring myself to do it because I feel like I'm like wasting my time.
Well, I will say your channel's doing really well right now.
Thank you.
Like your long form videos are doing really well. So like
I just put up our video and it's doing fairly well.
Yeah,
People are enjoying it.
I saw that. I think, I mean, you know, you should definitely have a healthy approach to it, but we have worked our whole lives to get to this point, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like your channel's definitely at the threshold of like, I mean, you're getting good numbers right now, but I feel like we're about to break through that threshold, you know?
Yeah.
Which at the same time, some people probably look at our channels and they're like, no, you definitely already broke the threshold. I mean, we're doing it full time.
Well, yeah, some people are like, you look at, and they're like, oh, wow, you guys totally broke the threshold. You're fucking famous. And then some people are like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
like, you're like, are you a hobbyist?
Yeah,
like, what is this shit? So, yeah, I don't know. The thing is, right now, obviously, like most of my videos are doing like pretty decently well. They're like, it's not crazy or anything, but I'm enjoying making the videos, and I'm also enjoying them and simultaneously able to put out more videos. And so I'm just loving that. Like I'm just like almost fully focused on the process. Yeah. I don't even really, that's a lie. I was going to say I don't check the numbers, but like, you know, I check them. But I try not to check the view counts as much. I'll go and check comments here and there. Cause I feel like I've gotten to the point where like, I don't really get very many negative comments on my long form content. Short form is more susceptible to negative comments just because of the nature of like people watching short form. But yeah, I feel like it's a good vibe in there. I always have just like really super chill people commenting on the long form videos, which is a great segue. Yeah.
I'm smiling because I feel like we should definitely get into some of the
absolutely
some of the nitty gritty paperwork.
I really wanted to get into the nitty gritty paperwork. Man. Actually, I didn't even tell you this, but I filmed a video based off of your video because I mentioned like I was watching your video, blah blah blah. You should check it out. And I was like, there was some interesting comments on the video, and then I saw somebody who said that the Suno Reddit page is like a cesspit, and so the video was me reacting to the Suno Reddit page.
You went over there and you like, that's probably a good video.
It's very fun. I rant pretty hard in it, but dude, there was some shit in there that like actually made me really sad.
Really?
But we have to circle back to the comments. But the one thing I will say about it, there was a post in there where somebody was like, I am turning my dad's old cassette tapes into Suno songs. So they took, and hold on, no, it gets worse. It gets way worse. So they were like, I took my dad's cassettes, recorded them like digitally, like transfer them to digital, and then ran them through Suno and turned them into like new metal or like alternative metal. And then I opened the thing and scroll down, and the person was like, yeah, my dad is, he's in a home right now because he has severe dementia. So he can't appreciate the, like, amazingness of this great new technology. And I was like, I just felt like that gave me like such an icky feeling. Because I was like, this person does obviously like think that they're doing a good thing or like doing something cool, but there is no fucking way that your like dementia ridden father would be chill with this, that you're like taking his music. And they're like, it's for nonprofit on Spot. Like they put on Spotify and Bandcamp, and they put it on Bandcamp for like $0 or whatever. But like, you're still passing it off as like music that is real music. It's not fucking real music.
Yeah. I think we should definitely get into that, because that was a point in my video where like people who are doing it with no malicious intent, like I don't have the biggest problem with that. And with that, like I don't know if I have the biggest problem with that. Like if they're showing it to their dad and he's like, oh, that's cool, I like how you turn that into that, then I could see how that's a cool thing. But if they're putting it on Spotify, I don't know. Let's definitely get into it.
Yeah. I just think my problem with that is that the dad has dementia. So like they were literally like, he can't appreciate like the amazing wonder of this great new technology.
Yeah, and if the dad's a true artist, then he's like, I was struggling trying to make music as an indie artist, and now you're just throwing it into,
which was another post that I saw on there. But anyways, so
let's get. I want to get into all those.
Back.
I want you to mention some of those Reddit things. And
I want to focus on the comments on your fucking video.
So I like how passionate we are right now. This should definitely be the title of this podcast, talking about.
Oh yeah.
So I made a video
calling out pro AI haters.
Yeah. I mean, so I texted you. I don't ever really get hate on my videos.
Yeah, I was actually like shocked at the amount of
it was unbelievable
fucking goobers that this video brought in.
And they were mad at me. Like it was really weird. It was really weird. It felt like unnatural. There was an unnatural attack on me.
I agree.
You know, like it might have been.
It was a little fabricated.
Yeah, might have been botted. But
for backstory, for context,
the video. Yeah. The video. So some people, I don't know if it was a bot farm or someone actually making awful outlaw country AI slop garbage generated prompt made music, which I think.
Are you sure it wasn't you?
That's gonna be a fun one to talk about. The funny thing, I think that genre is like the most generated. Yeah, like the outlaw country.
It is. Yeah, like divorced dad. Yeah. Fucking like I'm a badass and my wife took the kids country.
Yeah, because I think the biggest consumers of AI generated music it's either the degenerate
55-year-old divorced men.
Yeah, exactly. It's either people who don't know it's AI, and it's like, you know, go USA country songs, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Or it's like the weird people who actually make this stuff and like are proud of their AI music.
They're pro. Actually, just pro AI.
I'm really trying not to get passionate about it because I don't want to ever spread hate. You know, that's never my.
You're much. I will say. Yeah. I was reading your replies to the people, and I was like, you're a much better man than I.
The reason I reply, what's the term? Like generously and kindly is because I want to, when I read it, I'm so blown away. I'm like, how does your logic add up to this conclusion?
What's going on in your head?
What is going? Okay. Sorry, we need to get into this quicker so I can start talking about some of these comments, man. So I don't know if it was a bot farm or a single person made some outlaw country AI generated garbage, put it on my Spotify, put it on Cole Still. So their songs uploaded on my Cole Still profile, which my Cole Still profile, I make like folk country, which to be fair, I haven't released on that page in a while, but so it's kind of dead. But they definitely, in my opinion, they definitely chose that name to get some streams, which they did. Like, to get an initial boost from my fan base that I've grown on Cool Still, to put their AI garbage. So the video is kind of a two-part thing where it's part A, over around 100,000 fully AI generated songs are being uploaded to streaming every day.
Yeah.
That's a major problem.
Yeah.
And if you try to argue with me that that is not a major problem and it's not overtaking streaming.
Oh, yeah.
And I give a perfect example of how it's overtaking streaming. It was literally uploaded on my page because there's so much AI garbage being thrown to streaming that naturally it's going to be thrown on pages where it doesn't belong.
Right.
Because it was a two-part thing. One is way too much AI garbage. The second part is a problem that Spotify has always had, which is there's no, and I don't know if it's a Spotify problem or a distributor problem. So I don't know who we should get mad at.
It's got to be a Spotify. Like, there's no way that on Spotify's backend they don't have a way to like verify that it's actually fucking Bob Marley uploading.
I don't know. The distributor, like TuneCore or DistroKid or Land or whatever they are, they could be saying to the streaming platforms, no, this is Cool Still.
Yeah, so that is valid.
It could be the distributor, which honestly I think I'm leaning more. Spotify has so many problems, but I want to give the benefit of the doubt and blame the distributors because I could choose any name. And they don't verify on their end. So you could just choose any name, which happens, and which did happen in the video. A song was uploaded on multiple songs, and 2 albums and a song was uploaded on my Cool Still profile. And then I bring up a whole other point, the Thurl Ravenscroft guy. Like, this guy's been dead. He's like made beautiful music, apparently was just such a nice guy, made legendary songs that are on Walt Disney movies, and just a legendary guy, an artist. And just one day I was scrolling Spotify, and there's an artist I liked that I do like. There's an artist I like called Medium Build, and then also an artist called Xerose. So on my release radar, which is not functioning anymore because there's so much AI music on release radar for this reason. On my release radar, which on Spotify release radar is every Friday it updates with new music that artists that you follow have released. So I love going to my release radar and listening to all the new music from artists that I like. And it's pretty hard to use release radar now because it's filled with so much AI garbage songs that are claiming to be these artists that I follow. So this happens so often that I'm scrolling release radar and I see a song by Xerose and Medium Build, and then Thurl Ravenscroft, which I had no clue who Thurl Ravenscroft was when I saw the song, but I was like, oh, that's a cool collab. I like both of them. Listen to the song, worst song ever, AI generated garbage. And
weird combo.
So weird. I'm telling you, they can just throw names and it just no verification process. So
that's bizarre.
I click on Thurl Ravenscroft out of curiosity and I see a bunch of AI music and I'm like, oh, this is just a random AI artist. And then I scroll down and I see it's like appears on and there's a bunch of Walt Disney songs and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And then I click on the bio and it's a legit bio, and Thurl Ravenscroft has like 100,000 followers on Spotify. So I'm like, oh, this is a legit page. Who is this person? Do research. It's an actual person. So AI, so many AI songs being thrown at Spotify, and then Spotify also has, and this is all streaming platforms, it's not really just Spotify, there's no verification when uploading music. You can just choose a random name and it is uploaded to that artist,
which is crazy.
It makes no sense. I don't know.
Insane. And that's been a thing, because I remember Caleb has had that happen multiple times. People will do that with me, where like I've had certain instances where people will buy like a beat off of my store and then they'll add me as like a collaborator, and I'm like, this kind of sucks ass and I don't really want it on my page. So you can take it off, but like it is a process that you have to go through.
Totally. It's a total process. I think that labels have to do this constantly, I bet, for all of their artists.
Yeah.
Because, Xerose and Medium Build, they definitely had to reach out to somebody and be like, hey, this isn't my song, it's on my page. Yeah. So constantly songs are being uploaded, and then the artist has to report it and take it down.
Right.
And instead of maybe verifying the song beforehand, the process has always been delete it after the fact.
Right.
Which makes no sense. But I basically talk in the video how I think it's a problem that so many AI songs are being generated and they're allowed to be released on streaming platforms. I don't believe that a fully AI generated song should be allowed on streaming.
Yeah.
And I thought most of us agreed on that. Like most artists agree on that, and I think most artists do agree.
Most people
on
with brains,
most
agree on that.
Most people, yeah.
Most people with an IQ above 75 agree on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are some folks out there who seem to not agree.
Which I learned in that video. I thought it would be like a well-received video with a lot of people supporting it, which were all of my audience.
To be fair,
that I recognized, and a lot of new people were like, "Dude, yeah, this is such a problem. I hate AI music."
Yeah, I mean, like the fucking idiots really stick out.
Yeah.
Like it's always like the hate comments and the bullshit comments stick out like a sore thumb. But yeah, like it was overwhelmingly positive for like 90% of the comments, but the 10% like pretty loudly had some fucking stupid opinions.
Yeah. So I texted you and I said, this is funny because I don't get hate comments usually ever, because I don't really make videos that you can hate on. It's just like, hey, here's me making a song. You can say it sounds trash. And sometimes that does hurt me a little bit, even if I don't agree that it is, because that's a personal insult.
Yeah.
When I was reading all these comments, I had fun. And none of my like self-worth was tied to this video.
Right.
And it was something that I so completely believe in.
Yeah.
And so completely think that I'm right, and I don't think fully AI generated music should be released on streaming.
No.
That when I was reading these comments, I had no problem like just seeing these people try to insult me and throw me down and say I'm so stupid and I did no research.
Yeah.
And sometimes someone would say a claim and I'd be like, oh, what? I didn't know that. And then they'd be like, please do your research. And I'd do the research and I'd be like, okay, yeah, wait, I was actually right, and you're actually just saying something random. Or
they'll like say one fact from like a fucking BuzzFeed article or some shit that's like not even a verified claim, or there's like one single news outlet that is not reputable that has only reported on like this one stat or like statistic, this fact that they're, quote unquote fact that they're talking about.
Yeah.
There was quite a lot of those. It was very interesting to read through because you and I have a very different approach when it comes to negative comments.
I saw you reply to somebody and be like, I'm glad I have Felix on my side, because he can really tell him how it is.
Have you ever seen the Key and Peele anger translator with Obama?
Yeah.
That's me. I'm the anger translator.
He's my anger translator. I'm the one who's like, interesting. I really want to hear your thoughts on this thing.
All of your replies are like, you're like, I genuinely want to have a conversation. Like, I want to hear what you have to say. And like, my instinct is like, you're fucking stupid as shit. Like, this is the dumbest comment I've ever seen.
Part of me is saying that because I want to showcase their ignorance even further.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like that's the thing. Sometimes with some of those people, it is the best course of action to let themselves talk them into the hole, just keep digging by like how stupid their logic is. But it's funny because I don't understand why so many of these people are like shilling out to the CEOs of these AI companies, because you're not even getting anything in return. Like I'll click on these people's pages and they have a bunch of shitty AI music and like 4 subscribers and none of their songs are getting plays. It's like, what are you like, it's just odd. And also doing the Suno Reddit page thing gave me like a better insight into like the mindset of some of these people. And a lot of them are doing it because they think they're going to like make money off of it. And also reading your the comments on the video too, like it made me realize like the type of person that is using this type of shit. And some of the people are people who, obviously, this is a generalization, but a lot of the people are like people who don't really have like a lot of confidence in themselves and the stuff that they're making.
That's what I sensed. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like they feel very unconfident in themselves and what they're doing. And so they really heavily defend AI, generative. I hesitate to even call them tools, but they really want to defend generative AI because that's like they're staking their whole like sense of self-worth on like, I made this thing that I think sounds cool now.
it allows them to make a passable song.
Yeah.
So yeah, what you're saying is like spot on. That is so totally what I noticed having conversations with these people is they would say something awful at me. They'd say, I'm stupid. I'm not doing any research.
Yeah.
I don't have my facts straight. AI music is actually the future. It's like when pictures came out and were people who painted got scared about pictures and photography.
I saw that comment too. Just not an equal analogy.
Yeah, I mean, I replied to him and I said, I mean, first of all, I don't think that this is like the future of music making. So I don't agree with you in that sense. But the whole point of my video is saying like, I can see that you might be having joy with this thing, and I can see you showing it to your friends and family, and I don't really have that much of a problem with it. I do have a problem with the platform that you're using because they're doing it illegally, but I don't really have that much of a problem with it. But I do have a problem with the fact that you're putting it on streaming and you're making money. So I do have a problem with that, and I do have a problem with it because as a listener, not only is it affecting me as a producer of music and it's getting on my page and I have to take it down and it's stealing streams, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But also as a listener, as someone who uses Spotify, it's getting in the way of my enjoyment of the platform. And I said to that comparison of painting and when photography came out, they were scared of photography.
Yeah.
I said, when I want to go to a museum and look at paintings and experience the art of painting and see how these people have painted these beautiful paintings.
Yeah.
I don't want to see photography. I'm not saying that photography isn't worth anything.
Right.
But when I go to Spotify, I want to hear human music. I want to hear music how we've always made music. I don't want to hear this AI garbage.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you're coming to the platform for actual music. That's why people downloaded Spotify in the first place. And to put this whole other thing, like maybe if these people want to listen, here's actually, I think, an alternative solution to what we were talking about, like what we've been talking about previously. Maybe the actual problem is because this AI music is catering to a very specific small minority audience that actually wants to listen to this shit. Like,
People are very passionate about it.
Yeah, they're very passionate about it. They're seeking out this AI music. Why don't we just make a streaming platform where all of the AI music goes?
Because it would never get heard.
It would never get heard.
You know why? Because the only people listening to these AI songs are the ones who made them.
Yeah.
So they're not like going around and being like,
great AI song you made,
dude, Matt,
great
you
fucking
killed it
prompt,
on that one,
bro.
Now I will say people do listen to AI music regularly and be like, oh, I love this song because they don't know it's AI, like old boomers and all of that.
Definitely.
And my argument against that is like, I'm not saying AI music is bad. I'm saying most of it sounds awful. And it still always has that AI tinge that I hate.
Oh, yeah.
But I can admit that sometimes it sounds sonically good because it studies the top songs of all of history.
It's just copying.
It just copies it. So naturally it is going to sound quote unquote good. I still hate how it sounds and I still hate how it's made.
Yeah.
Because the way it's made is it just gets noise.
Yeah.
And it morphs the noise into music.
Yeah, which is why it has that weird kind of comb filtering, like just fucking artifacts.
It doesn't start with nothing and then produce on top of that, which is how music is made.
Exactly. I think the problem even with the whole thing in general is that the people who are probably listening to it are listening to it because you're promoting it to them in a deceptive way. They don't know that it's AI, so they're listening to it. So that in of itself is an immoral scheme as it is. But then the people who actually want to listen to fucking AI, like they're going out and seeking out AI music to listen to, which is like such a small percentage of just absolute weirdos. Just make an AI platform where all that can go, and then don't put any other AI shit onto normal streaming services. Like if what these people are saying, because a lot of what these people try to say is that no, AI music is like a totally different thing. That was like a comment on your video. Somebody was like, no, it's totally new. It's like a fusion of like real music and AI music. Great, man. Let's put that fucking somewhere else then, brother. Let's get that out of the fucking way of the real music.
That's so funny. Great, dude. Love it. Awesome.
Awesome.
Well, I still believe that I don't want it here.
Yeah.
I take that somewhere else.
This new fucking great invention sucks ass. Yeah. So let's put it somewhere else.
No, okay. So yeah, to take it back to what you were saying about these people had something that they were self-conscious about.
Yeah.
So totally noticed that reading and having conversations with all these people, because they would say something, they'd insult me, and then I'd be like, I want to hear more about you. And then they would say, yeah, so I just started making music and my voice doesn't sound very good and I don't know how to play an instrument. So AI is letting me make music that I want to make because I don't know how to do these things. And I'm like, there's another way to do it.
Yeah.
It's going to take some time.
Yeah.
And you're going to be bad at this thing. But hey, man, this whole AI thing has made me so appreciative to bad music.
Oh, yeah.
That I listen to that are from beginners. You were going to say something, though.
Totally. Well, okay, so the one thing... there's a couple things I want to say, but the one thing that goes into the topic of these people having, like, a sense of... like, not a strong sense of self and, like, feeling self-conscious about something. So the people who defend AI, like, a good analogy for it is, like, people who also defend, like, pornography, right? Like, I don't think that... pornography is good at all. And I think we've probably talked about this discussion before. It's bad objectively in every sense for every party involved.
Yeah.
No sane person is like, yes, pornography is good.
Well, the people who are profiting off it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so the people who are profiting off of it, or the people who partake in it themselves, and by you saying pornography is bad, it shouldn't be accessible, they take like personal offense to that because they are doing it and they feel a sense of shame about it.
And they do know that it is wrong.
And that's the same thing with the AI people. They do it and they feel a sense of shame about it. Yeah. So they feel the need to defend it. And it's the same exact thing. It's the same exact mindset, because it's like,
that's great.
I feel the need to defend this because I'm trying to justify to not only you, but to myself that it's okay to do this.
Yeah.
When in reality, it's really not. And I know it's not, because otherwise I wouldn't defend it. You know, if somebody was coming after me for like being like, oh, my music's shit, I'd be like, whatever, I'm having fun doing it. But these people aren't actually having fun doing it. That because they feel the need that it's more important to defend them actually doing it than just fucking do it. Because you don't see people who just casually, and obviously there's no way to gauge this because they're not commenting, but I am willing to bet there's very few people that are just using AI and don't like go and seek out videos like yours to like try to defend their using AI. Like there's not a whole lot of people who are just like casually using it and then like not paying attention to like the subculture of like, I think AI is bad, this person thinks AI is good, and being actively involved in those discussions. Yeah. Because they're like, oh no, I know this is wrong, but I feel like I have to go out and defend it now, you know?
Yeah, totally. And I bet if you walked up to them and you said, hey, I know you're saying that this is all good and it's the future of technology and that you're really good at it. If here's a pill, if you take it, you will actually instantly gain all the knowledge and the skills it takes to do it yourself.
Yeah.
I think they're going to take the pill every time. They're not going to be like, no. I like AI because I like prompting.
Yeah.
I like AI.
I like the process of typing into a prompt.
I love the fusion of genres. It's like, no, man, I bet if I offered you the chance to instantly and not have to learn and go through the grueling process of being bad at something, which nobody likes being.
Yeah.
I mean, they would take that pill every time and they'd forget about AI instantly.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Another thing that I was going to say, too, that ties into this is that I mentioned this in the video that I made. These people, the main problem is that they are so much more worried about the end product than they are about the process of doing the thing. And I think even I saw Weaver Beats made a little short form thing where he was like, AI is ruining the best part about making music. Like major labels for years have been doing shady shit where they fuck people over with, 360 deals. And like there's always been weird, corrupt, like messed up stuff in the music industry. But the one great thing about the music industry and music in general, making the fucking music. Yeah. And now that AI is a thing, you have removed the one fun thing that like ties everybody who makes music together is like we actually made the music and we sit in our rooms making this stuff. And so these people are so worried about getting a product out there that is like polished and clean and sounds good for streaming services and whatever. So they're taking the easy route. Like they're taking the weight loss pill. Like the analogy that I used was like AI music is like the, you know, 6-pack abs in 10 minutes workout. It's like the fucking skinny pill that like makes you skinny in 30 days. It's the shortcut essentially, you know, and you're not going through the process of actually being bad at something for a little while so that you can eventually be good at it and earn your stripes in a way, you know, like, and put in the hours to get good at the thing, which if you keep using AI, you'll never have that experience. You will never actually get good at making music for real.
Yeah, that's really good. I never really thought of that. And it makes me think, because I definitely think there's a spiritual side to the world that we don't see. Yeah. And I mean, I could argue logically, and I have, and we've been doing that this whole time. I could argue logically against this and do well the whole time. But just to bring up quickly the spiritual side of it, it's like music is totally a spiritual thing. Yeah. And you're tapping into something that I believe humans were made to do. Yeah. And you bringing that up just totally paints it in a better picture where it's like it is totally a spiritual attack as well on the process of making music and the connectivity of an art form that we were made to do. And there's evil forces out there trying to remove that and just turn this thing into a product driven.
Yeah, exactly. Thing. Yeah. Mikey Schulman.
Is that a name that we should do research on?
He's the CEO of Suno. Okay. Yeah. So he is the evil. Yeah. I'm going to come out and say it right now. Mikey Schulman is your enemy. Okay.
We're good swimmers. All right, let's get into some comments here. This is. I want you to you bring up one. Try to think of one Reddit thing, specific Reddit post about this that you want to bring up while I look for a comment.
Okay. One of the Reddit things that I saw was and this is most likely fake, right? This person was saying that they made $11,000 or close to $11,000 in a month off of their AI generated content. And everybody was like, so the reason I think it's fake is because all of their they were like, ask me anything. And all of their replies to people's questions were like very vague. And even somebody in the comments said, yeah, man, these are the most vague answers that I've ever seen on any, ask me anything before. Yeah. Sure, dude. Yeah. But all of the other people were like, I feel so bad because I've only made 14 cents off of my AI music. I've only made $2.37 off my AI music. And then this guy's like, yeah, I made $11,000. So probably fake, but let's go with the story that this is real. Somebody commented on the thing and was like, I am an indie artist. I've been making music for 15 years. I've been doing it full time for however long. And I got to say, this post just made me like super sad because you made more money than me this month. Yeah. And they were saying, if your situation was dire, like I'm happy for you then, man. But this like really sucks to see. And the person who posted that they made $11,000 off their AI shit was like, listen, man, like it was a really kind of like backhanded comment. And they're like, I don't know what question you're asking me, but I'll take my time to answer. And they go, listen, I don't know what you think money buys you, but I'd trade places with you any day just to be considered a real artist. And I was like, yeah, it literally sums up exactly the whole argument. Like the guy making the AI music says, wow, I wish I was a real artist. And the guy who's the real artist is like, wow, this sucks that you are fucking up my livelihood.
It's literally, wow, I wish I could stop watching porn, but I'm gonna keep watching porn.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, it's crazy because that's the thing. I mean, another thing that I found really weird is that a way that people always try to justify using AI is by being like, oh no, but I make my own music too. Like I've also wrote my own songs for 20 years. And the first thing that I would say to that is obviously your shit's not very good then. Like obviously you probably kind of suck if you have to resort to AI to like make music. But also just you saying that inherently means that you think that there is something more respectable about making your own music because they're bringing that up as a point of like, yeah, but I make my own music too, because they want you to be like, oh, this guy, like I should trust this guy because he also makes his own music. Like you inherently respect that more. So why do you even make the fucking AI music in the first place?
I'm sorry. This is Yeah.
Is this a new one?
That is so weird when they say that. It's like, okay, please keep making music.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if you're telling me I've been a songwriter for 20 years, I've made plenty of hits, just keep doing that. Then, like, why do you feel the need to make AI music? Yeah. Like, if you have the capability, that's why it comes back to the like low self-esteem thing, because there's no fucking way that your music is actually good then. Like, you would not feel the need to make music with AI if you're actually good at making music. It's just point blank simple. That's how it is.
Yeah. Okay, this person said, the AI song sounded good to me. Humans made that AI music as a prompter. It would not exist without that. So what are your thoughts on the art of prompting?
It's hard, man. It's hard stuff. There was one of the Reddit posts, somebody was like, oh, it's just really, I spend months trying to get the perfect song on fucking Suno. It's like, dude, you spend months like typing different prompts in, like, oh, but like, change this part in the chorus, please, so that it sounds more like this. Like, to claim that you spend a shitload of time prompting AI to make music for you is just crazy and like insulting to the real artists who like, I've heard Tom York will just take months to figure out the right word to put into a song. And that's what real artists do. They sit there moving a microphone half an inch so that your guitar sounds a little bit better, or trying to figure out the right chord that goes here or there, or trying to figure out the exact right word. I mean, not to say that we're at all anywhere near the epitome of like musicians or artists or whatever, but we've done that. We spend 30 minutes, like an hour sometimes, just figuring out the one right line in the second verse of the song. And for somebody to be like, oh man, I work really hard typing fucking prompts into Suno, and we're sitting here like, man, I just can't figure out a word that rhymes with fly. You know what I mean? It's just kind of insult. It's like a slap in the face to anybody who makes actual art.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we can argue, like, it's from every angle. I think it's wrong. It's like, even if we say, which we'll never do, but even if we agree, okay, it's actually an art form to make this AI music. It's like, it's still totally wrong. How it's made, because this music is being trained off of people's music without their permission.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, even if it's okay, which it isn't, and even if it's an art form, it's still wrong. Even
in the instances where you have AI generation platforms that ethically source their fucking data from like people who have shilled out to the companies in order to, they make tracks for the AI thing to train their models off of. Even in that case, that's insane.
That's insane.
Just completely sacrificing your artistic integrity for a bag.
I mean, there's always been people who make music that have no artistic integrity.
For sure,
and it's fun watching it on YouTube. Like these YouTubers who are just completely like, it's like making one line having to make 800 other lies. It's like they made one AI video, they backed it up, and they said, no, this is fine. This is fine. And then a year later, all they make is AI videos. Dude, AI music generation videos.
BusyWorks beats.
AI music generation videos perform really well, I've noticed. Dude, people are getting hundreds of views on how to make $100,000 generating. This is the new Suno update. Will blow your mind.
Have you looked at BusyWorks Beats channel?
No, not really.
Dude. So so this is a sidebar, but I'm not going to go into it. BusyWorks Beats recently just like completely stole. So this kid made this idea for like a beat battle game.
Yeah.
BusyWorks Beats completely ripped.
I remember that.
Yeah, it happened really recently, and it was a whole like scandal thing. Whatever. BusyWorks Beats is not new to that sort of thing. He's whatever. Anyway, but his channel is literally like, he'll make a real video where he's like making a beat or whatever, and I don't want to just like fully shit on him, but like the beats are ass. They're not good. BusyWorks Beats has never made good beats. Like,
it's crazy that I learned how to make music from his videos.
Same, yeah.
So weird to think about.
But that's the thing, because like I was at a point where I was like, this is fucking sick. Like, I was just starting out and I was like, this guy can fucking rip, dude. He makes crazy beats. And I honestly I will always have a special place in my heart for those original BusyWorks Beats videos, because I'm an FL Studio user through and through. I learned how to do like a lot of the first stuff that I ever did in FL Studio from his first tutorials, and like they were, you know, basically like invaluable to me learning how to make music. So I'll always have a special place. But his channel is literally like 800 views, and he has like a million plus subscribers, by the way. He has like 800 views on like a fucking random ass beat making video, and then like 10,000 views on an AI, like this new Google AI update can make crazy beats. Like this new Sunote update just changed the game. Just fully shilling out to AI. Yeah. And like, for what? Like, I don't even think they're fucking paying him. Like, maybe they are, but I don't know. It's just crazy that you have like sold your soul. I mean, like, yeah, no, AI is like, it's the future, bro. It's like, it's the next wave of making music. That's just the dumbest opinion ever. Like, it's so fucking stupid that you would ever be like, it's the future, man. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it's a complete, I don't know if it's complete, but I believe it's a bubble, and I have hope, because I do think it's going to pop pretty soon, the whole AI thing.
I don't even know, like, I don't even know exactly what the whole like it's a bubble thing even means. But the one thing I will say is that the majority of everybody either doesn't like AI or doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, well, so it's a bubble as in so much money's being poured into this, and these companies are receiving it's not bonds, it's whatever it is, where investors will invest money into your company because you're promising something. You're promising something, and then you pay them back. So so much money is being sent into these companies, and it made sense when it was actually totally hyped up, and everybody, the public sentiment was, most people thought positively of AI. And so like the public consensus was like, oh, this is good, this is cool, let's see where it goes. And then
I can cheat on my math test with this.
And then the Silicon Valley bros were obviously all into it on the start. Now Silicon Valley bros are obviously still fully into it, because they're making billions of dollars, but now the public has seen that, hey, this is actually making life a lot worse. Right. And we're not really getting any of the stuff that you promised us. And now, just kind of recently, the public consensus, more people will see it as negative.
Exactly.
The whole AI stuff.
Which, I mean, that just inherently means that it's going to reach a point where people either just don't pay it enough attention or have such a negative mindset about it to where it's not going to be worthwhile to put any effort into it.
I mean, we haven't even... It's so funny. There's so many angles to attack this, but we haven't even... GoPro died.
Fuck.
Probably I can film with another camera. Maybe phone. Oh, my phone's about to die. Whatever. We'll start recording in a second. But we haven't even approached the angle of data centers. I'm telling you, there are so many angles that you can attack this. And
there are so many negative sides.
And I think data centers might even actually be the worst. The worst part of it. How this is being made is data centers.
By far. And then, dude, it's crazy the amount of people that shill out to these massive mega AI corporations, and they're just like, yeah, man, like this video that you uploaded this opinion on is came from stored in a data center or whatever. It's like, dude, they're not paying you any money to fucking like ride their dick over this shit, dude. Like, you're not getting anything out of this. It's so weird, man. People are just so easily manipulated. It seems to me that the only people making money are the fucking platforms. You know what I mean? Like, I think the only people making money are like Suno.
That's the other thing about this is I saw a video and it was like, I don't know, but it talked about all the bad sides, and then at the very end it was like, and you're doing all of this and paying a subscription. It's like these people are paying a subscription to make this as well.
They're actually paying $10 a month or whatever the fuck it is to like do something that is
to get their credits,
morally reprehensible. It's just crazy.
Unbelievable. Okay, so this person said, can someone try to convince me that AI music is bad? Personally, I like it. And then I said, have you listened
sonically? Like, because I've seen a lot of those comments where people are like, I like this. AI music sounds good to me.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, yeah, like I said, like you can hear it and you're like, oh, it's playing the right stuff. It's playing chords and it's playing it correctly.
But it's like there's something off about it.
Yeah.
That's how I've always felt, is that there's like it has like an uncanny valley type of thing to it.
Yeah.
Where you listen to it and it's just like kind of eerie.
And it just like maybe I could see myself, and it might have happened before, where I've heard a song and it's AI and I didn't immediately think it's AI. And I thought it was like just a radio song that I wouldn't like in the first place. But I
feel like I can always tell.
Yeah, but I can see that happening.
Yeah.
You know, and I can see that in the future. It's going to get better in the future, which is scary to think about. But the moment I learned that it's a robot made it, I lose all interest in it.
Oh, yeah.
All interest in it. I'm like, oh, but you're not actually singing about that.
Yeah.
Oh, but you actually don't you're not actually saying that. And then they're like, no, I actually wrote the lyrics, which most of the time they didn't actually write the lyrics. They just like to say that.
Yeah.
But even if they did, which you can do when you generate the music, even if they did, it's like, oh no, but I'm interested in like hearing your voice say it.
Yeah.
And when you sing it, think about it when you sing it, and it comes out as a human thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't give a shit about just the lyrics themselves. Like, I want to hear you delivering the lyrics that you apparently wrote in your voice with your emotion.
Yeah, and songwriters have always been a thing.
Sure.
But even when...
And I'm not even super supportive of that. I don't think... This is maybe a hot take, but like, I can't actually really tap into a song very much when like, Morgan Wallen is talking about his experience of this thing that happened, but it's somebody else that wrote the fucking song. And maybe the person that wrote the song isn't even writing it about a real experience anyways.
I can't see Morgan Wallen using a songwriter for his music, to be honest.
Really? I feel like
it's like the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, but I feel like he fucking uses songwriters.
Yeah, he uses like pop people who are like, this is a pop melody.
Yeah, but that like, I think it's a lot of times it's more melody than songwriting anyways. But either way, it's like when whoever the fuck, when they make a song, like some pop artist makes a song and they're talking about whatever, a lot of the time it's soulless as hell anyways, and like they're not even really talking about anything. It's just like a catchy melody with words that don't mean anything. But when they're talking about a story or an experience and it's written by somebody else, and I can tell that it's like written by somebody else, it's not their experience, that also just takes me out of the vibe of the song. Like, I want to hear your real experience. Yeah,
no, I agree. I think I like it better when they're actually singing about the experience, but even when it's a songwriter, like, I think that's a pretty hot take. I do like it better, but I don't mind a songwriter, because when someone writes a song and they give it to the artist, as a human, you immediately think of the story that you were handed, and then you put it into your own mind. So then when you're singing, you're still singing it from your perspective, and you can still see that. Like,
yeah, I can see that. It depends on the artist, I feel like.
Well, in zero case is a robot gonna get the lyrics and be like, okay, let me think about my experience with this story. This song's about heartbreak. Let me think about the time my heart was broken. And then when I sing it, I'll be able to think about that. That's I'm sorry, that's not possible. Maybe in 100 years when the robots get consciousness, and then they actually go through an actual heartbreak.
When there's actual artificial intelligence.
Yeah, when that happens, then we can have a different conversation.
Yeah.
But for now,
even still, I don't think I would listen to that. It's not relatable.
I think we're racist to robots.
I am racist to robots for sure.
Okay, can someone try to convince me that AI music is bad? Personally, I like it. And I said, have you listened to music made by humans before? Highly recommended. And then this person said...
I think that was your most backhanded comment that you had on any of these people.
Yeah, that was my meanest one.
You should try listening to real music.
And then this person said, what is your argument? I have, obviously. But some songs made by AI sounds good, if not better than some songs by humans.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. When people use that as like, yeah, AI can do everything that a human can do, but even better. Just fucking not true. Like, just because it can make a fucking piece of slop quicker than you can doesn't mean that it's better.
Well, you've missed the best line, which is, as an artist, I hate you people that say if you create in a way that's different from the way I do it, it's not real art. Please grow up.
Yeah. Definitely a mature way to handle that, for sure.
And then...
I hate you people that don't like AI.
Yeah. And then some other people said, blah, 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 brought up some good points. And then they come back and they say... So if someone had no vocal cords but had a passion to make music and they used AI to achieve the sound they want for me, that's passion as well. I appreciate the art.
It's just not theirs, though. I mean, that's the thing that the argument can always come back to. It's not theirs. It doesn't belong to you.
Yeah.
So it's not your art.
And their argument is always like, and hopefully we'll get to that comment, but it's like, I used the advanced mode of Suno where you can actually stem separate, and I actually moved it around, and people use that argument so much, and I can totally see, like, probably 10% of them actually use that feature, but they just like to talk about it. It's like, you don't even know how to use that.
It's the same thing. It's all just cope. It's like the porn thing that we talked about. Like, it's you find some sort of justification that makes it seem okay to you. It's like, no, it's okay because I use the
one where they're
advanced
actually
mode.
in love with each other.
Yeah. I watched the story part of it. They're married when they do it. Yeah, I mean, it's all just like justification for like you doing this thing that you know is not okay.
This is my favorite comment. Okay, so, and I'll go into this. I'm going into this with the giving y'all the information beforehand that I think I've made maybe $2 off this video. Are you sure you didn't do it yourself for money and to make a video about it? What would be the point of someone else uploading to your page? You listed about 5 or 6 ways to give you money just on this page, and we're supposed to believe that you didn't want the money, and the money you get from this video is purely an accident?
So you deleted the songs off of your page that got streams because you wanted the money from those songs, and did you even mention? Did you promote anything in that?
I didn't promote anything, but in the description of all my videos, it's like, here's my music,
which
here's
is
my Patreon.
Fucking default thing that everybody does. This guy doesn't know how fucking AdSense works, obviously, or streaming numbers.
3,000 views is $3,000.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It's a lot of people who just don't understand how fucking anything works. Yeah. Like, they don't understand how literally anything in the world works, so.
Okay, yeah, and that's the... Oh, I think this is it. Yes. I really wanted to get to this one. Oh, it's not loading the comments. Please load... Yes, okay. So I really don't want to hate on this person.
Is it the one that I commented on?
No.
Okay.
It's really good.
I wanted to hate on that person.
Because this is the one where you're saying, you brought it up earlier in the podcast, and you said, like, these people are actually lacking brain cells once you like figure out who they are. Yeah. And that's what this is. So I can't even really read any of this because it doesn't make fucking sense. Okay. Yeah. And these people are the reason us that use AI as a tool for expression are hated. Like, I've heard so much hate that now I just laugh at how divided we are as a human. The current human race is making our forefathers roll in their graves because you fight hatred with more hatred. I like this saying from the anime Eureka 7. Don't beg for things, do it yourself, or else you won't get anything, which is so funny that they use that quote.
That is so ironic.
So ironic. Okay.
Yeah, man, do it yourself. That's such great advice, man. Great quote.
You as artists need to adapt because unlike 40, 50, 30 years ago, you're facing a new enemy that's 9 times out of 10 can do a better job than you with less effort.
That same fucking argument, dude.
Because of AI, though, I met you. Yeah, we are totally different spectrums, but I love music. I love it so much. I've heard a lot of genres of music from different countries. I don't know the number, but I know the countries so far. I've listened to Japanese, Chinese, African, USA, Canada, Icelandic, Polish, French, Korean
countries, Lithuanian.
No, it's still going. Ireland, Egyptian, German, Russian, and Norwegian style songs. And the list for the genres is too much. Like, I don't know the number, but like might be hundreds of thousands. Okay, so like we were saying,
no brain cells. Is what
you get a comment like this, and you're like, I really want to know what happened to you. So I'm not trying to spread hate. You should watch the whole video and see what I have to say, because in the video I talk about how, like, you know, people who get joy out of it and don't try to deceive people. Yeah, I don't see much of a problem. I still don't think you should use you should be able to generate music, and that's not because you have no right to. That's because the platform that you're using
Has no right
stealing. Yeah, is stealing people's music.
Yeah.
So I just said all that, and then we get to learn who this person is. We barely know each other, so I'll explain the reason I can't sing. I don't know why. I might have said, oh yeah. I said, however, I will say maybe use your quote of do it yourself with music. Try to learn how to make music yourself. It's so much more rewarding than typing in a prompt. Keep making music, my friend. And then they said, we barely know each other, so I'll explain the reason I can't sing. And I don't know any singer with this yet, LOL.
We barely know each other? Bro, who are you? I have fucking no idea who you are.
So when I was 6, this be back in 1992, 1993, I slammed my head on a screen.
Holy shit. That could not be more perfect.
And
Holy shit.
and a goose egg formed on my frontal.
Holy shit.
And a goose
I'm sorry, that's horrible, but that, oh my
Yeah.
God, that explains so much.
and a goose egg formed on my frontal lobe the size of an adult woman's fist. Come to find out, in 2010, I got a 3mm blood clot inside my frontal lobe. So blah 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 blah. When I said the Eureka 7 quote, you think I would use AI if I could sing? I'm coming 40 years old, and because of my past and its hardships, I can't sing. For it'd be hell for me with ADHD and stage 2 memory loss.
Holy shit. Dude.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When just
That is the
yeah, and I'm
audience.
so sorry about your situation.
Yeah, no,
Like
it's horrible,
that is
for
really
sure.
sad. And you know what? Maybe this one person should be allowed to generate AI.
Just them.
You can't upload it to the streaming.
Yeah.
Still not allowed to do that. Still can't do that.
But you can make it.
But have at it.
Yeah, for sure. Making AI music is for disabled people only. That's
There you go. Yeah.
the
I see no wrongs in
amendment that I'm gonna write in. Yeah. 'Cause, okay, if it's
no, and that actually makes sense.
yeah,
Like they
for sure.
literally can't, like if they don't have arms but they literally can't play guitar.
Yeah, and so if they derive joy,
I wasn't trying to make a joke out of that.
no joke.
Yeah.
If they derive joy out of creating AI music, and they physically are unable
Yeah.
to make music themselves, have at it, man.
Mm-hmm.
But the argument still stands that I don't think that it should be able to be uploaded to streaming services.
Yeah.
And I think you should only be using, I mean, if it's a fucking weird thing to say, but like you should be only using a generative platform that is ethically sourcing the data that they're using to train the fucking models or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if that's pretty much like the percentage of people who are pro AI
Yeah.
in this instance.
Yeah. Yeah.
That guy, kind of.
We'll leave on this one. AI generated music doesn't mean lack of human contribution, creativity, or originality. I have been writing songs for 20 years. I use Suno to perform my melodies and lyrics. I fuse different genres. I have song structures that create up to 7-minute long songs. The result is sharply different from the training data. This is hybrid music. There are different types of AI music. Fully AI songs are made from prompts in the simple mode of the AI music platform. Hybrid and AI
advanced mode.
Hybrid and AI assisted songs are made with the advanced mode of the AI platform. On Suno,
Shit.
you have simple and advanced modes. The results are day and night. I have made great hits using my 100% original
hits.
lyrics and melodies and fusing different music genres in an unexpected way. I make different versions of each song and I release the best as album of versions. I have released one album only on Spotify for now, but I have lots of hits and I listen to my songs and sing along and share with relatives and friends and neighbors. They love them.
Awesome. I think I replied to that guy.
You did.
Maybe that's just where I've already replied to this person in text format, so I'll just we'll reiterate my reply.
Yeah, and then another comment was talking about how I have multiple artist accounts, and they're like, "You're such a hypocrite. You're saying that people can't release a lot of music, and you have so many artist accounts. And I'm like, I never said people can't release a lot of music.
Yeah.
I have a lot of artist accounts because I make a lot of music.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, I would love for my favorite artists to make so much music.
Yeah, exactly.
I would love Spotify to be filled with like Gregory Alan Isakov's 800 different profiles.
The problem is not more music.
Yeah.
I think like
the problem is more AI music.
Yeah.
Every month, 10,000 more.
Yeah, the problem is more fucking slop being uploaded, but not actually more real music.
Yeah.
Like more real music would be a great thing.
Yeah.
It's just weird. Like I think that's the problem is that like these people don't have a distinction between actual real music and AI slop music in their head, which is just like insane to me. Yeah, so interesting response on that one. I was actually very surprised by the amount of negativity that video is drawing in. I think probably most likely there was like a few people in the pro AI space that like picked it up. This or it was like a, fucking Reddit psyop from the government that, they're trying to bring your video down. Most likely it probably got picked up in like the pro AI people algorithm.
Well, yeah, I mean, these people are probably watching so many videos that says how to make $100,000 on uploading Spotify.
Because and they also probably find videos like yours and go on there to like defend their stance on AI. Yeah. But I probably just got picked up by like that crowd, and then eventually more people in that space started like reacting to it or whatever. But yeah, it's so bizarre. And even some of these people, I go to their page because there was a healthy amount of people on there who I would go to their page and their page is just filled with AI like shit. Yeah, where it's like 4 views uploaded 14 hours ago or whatever. And I just don't understand. Like I think kind of what you were saying in the video, if you want to generate AI to make a fucking song about your dog and send it in your family group chat, cool. Like, and you're somebody who doesn't give a shit about music. You have absolutely no interest in wanting to make music. That never crossed your mind, never been a thing you wanted to do. You will never pursue music. You're a fucking accountant or whatever.
Well, you also, not even that, but not like you don't have any interest in making music, but you also have no respect for real artists, because in that case you would hire like a musician to do something like that.
And you don't like, it's not even on your radar, like anything about musicians. Like you've never even cared about really music at all. You like listen to fucking Drake and Taylor Swift, and that's just what you put on the like TikTok top hits of the day or whatever. And you just want to make a little song because it's fun to send to your family group chat or like your group chat with your friends or something, and make a song about how your friend fucking Craig is an asshole. And you just send that in your group chat and like all your friends laugh about it. Totally cool. But I don't think that you should be able to put that and monetize it. Yeah. I don't think that it should be available to monetize any sort of generative content.
Totally.
But yeah, I think that's where we should have stopped with the AI shit.
Yeah. So many arguments were like, you don't know how royalties work. This isn't stealing streams from real artists. You keep saying that it's bad for real artists. It's actually not. It's not stealing any royalties. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, I don't know all the information and all the details of how royalties are split on Spotify. Yeah. I obviously don't know that, but I do know that, hey, if you're listening to this AI song on Spotify, means you're not listening to a human.
Yeah.
That's black and white. I know that. And I also know that like one of Jenna's favorite artists was Olivia Dean a while ago. And she makes like soul pop type stuff. And she, really talented artist, has a great voice, makes amazing music. And then an AI artist named Sierra something goes viral, and you listen to the song. I don't know if it was Sierra specifically. She's like a famous, or why did I say she? It is this famous Spotify profile with a million. Yeah. But there was a big AI artist that sounded like a spitting image of Olivia Dean. Exact same style of music and had millions of streams. And I'm like, I don't know how you can convince me otherwise that every time someone streams that AI artist that sounds exactly like Olivia Dean, it's taking a stream away from Olivia Dean.
Yeah. I mean, even at the very base minimum of the argument, I don't know all the specifics. Like you said, I don't know the stats. I don't know the details. I don't know, the specific studies that they've done on it or whatever. I know flat out, point blank, it can't be good.
Yeah.
It can't be good for the royalties and the revenue and the streams that real artists are making.
It can't make things better.
At the very minimum, not good.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's affecting it to like the umpteenth degree. I know that it's not good. So that's really all you need to know. For you to be like, it's not affecting it at all. Well, I mean, you're probably making fucking $3 every 4 years off your music anyway. So like, you don't care. So you're just pulling up like the latest pro AI music article to be like, oh, it's actually only like 0.001% of revenue is paid out to AI artists or whatever the stupid statistic is. It's like, I just, the thing that I keep coming back to is like, what is your incentive? Like, they're not paying you anything to shill out to these companies. Like,
it's just they feel bad when they make it, and they want to feel better, so they want to defend it.
Yeah, they defend it somehow.
And they found a community.
Yeah,
like they found that Reddit community. Of other people defending, and they're like, oh, if they think it's right too, then maybe I actually am right when I think it's right.
I'm pretty sure that community had almost 100,000 people in it. Also,
sucks, dude. Also, such a big argument that people were making was like, technically this is actually a distributor problem, or technically this is actually a Spotify problem. And I'm like, and no, I never mentioned that Spotify is the best app in the world.
Yeah.
It's like, obviously there are major problems with distributors and record labels and Spotify.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm just saying, let's not make it worse.
Yeah, it's
let's
like,
not make it worse.
This basically the video is, this is a problem.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not being like, everybody needs to attack this particular platform or this particular platform. Sure, maybe it is more of a distributor problem. All right, man, let's fucking band together and take down fucking DistroKid or CD Baby or whoever the fuck's doing this shit. Like, it doesn't matter the specifics of the thing. It matters the thing. So as long as we can all get together on the same page of like, this thing is a bad thing, we can figure out then what the problem is. But yeah, being like, oh, well, actually, it's this particular link in the chain is the problem. Like, dude, who gives a fuck? It's the concept as a whole. Yeah. And I remember in that Reddit page seeing somebody that was like, if you ever feel bad about generating AI music or like using AI to as like an inspiration for your songs, just remember that major music labels do worse every day. And I was like, when did fucking major music labels become like the epitome of morality in the music industry? Like, they're doing shitty things every day.
That's
like
such a cop.
It's like being like, yeah, well, you know, like this massive mega corporation, like, you know, Palantir is like fucking bombing Middle Eastern kids over there. So like, if I shoot a Middle Eastern kid, not a big deal. Yeah. You know, it's
that's
just
crazy.
Just such a weird argument. Like, yeah, but major music labels do it. Yeah, they suck. I think we should all agree that fucking major music labels suck. Just weird, man.
Yeah. Like, you're addicted to alcohol, but remember, there's heroin addicts out there. Yeah, so we're doing fine, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, listen, man, like I can do a little heroin because the fucking crackhead on the street, he's doing a lot of heroin. Yeah, I don't know. Weird justification. But it's all cope. It's all cope because they know that it's wrong what they're doing. So they're trying to come up with arguments to justify why it's right when there is overwhelming, significant evidence for why it's wrong.
Yeah, I wish I could like offer all of these people free access to the best like music production online class. Yeah. You know, it's like, hey,
that's why there's fucking tutorials out there.
Yeah, man. But like it'd be great to like give that to them and be like, hey, so I know you find joy in generating this music and you think it's your own. It's not, first of all. Yeah. But you get a lot of joy out of that. I love making music. Making music is my passion, and it's such a joy of mine, and I want to spread that with other people. That's why I have a YouTube channel, and I share it. Yeah. So I want to share it with you. Here's access to this course is usually $1,000, but you're going to get one-on-one access with this Grammy producer, and they're going to help you learn how to use a DAW. And I want to give them the course and come back a month later and see that they never open it up. Yeah. You know, because they don't want to put the work in to try to learn how to produce music.
And I think that is ultimately the problem, is that these are not people who actually do love making music. Yeah. It's people that like the idea of feeling good about making something that they didn't actually make. And it all ties into stuff that we've talked about before with like the quick dopamine thing, where it's like, AI generative music is the fast food of music.
Yeah.
You feel good about it right then and there, but you're not going to feel good about it long term. And you're not building up the necessary muscles and skills that you need to actually create that music on your own. I mean, it's just these people they're not real musicians at all in any way, and they're not actually passionate about really making music, because if you were, you would enjoy the process of making the music itself rather than putting out the thing. It is fun to release music, and honestly, it's cool when you have a song and you put it out in the world and you share it with other people. It's a big part of the process, but that is a part of the process. The other part of the process is making the shit. And for me, even when I put something out, I almost don't even really care about that. Like, I think when I release a thing, it is cool that other people can listen to it, but I almost am like, I don't know if I really want you to listen to it. Like, it's kind of my thing that I did in my room. So it's like almost uncomfortable.
The funny thing is, people who generate AI music have never felt that before.
Yeah, exactly.
Of like, oh, this is really personal song.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because it's almost the opposite. It's like they're more focused, literally what we talked about before, they are more focused on the end product of putting out the song rather than the process that it takes to get there to putting out the song. And I think ultimately, I mean, if you're somebody who is fucking doing AI shit, which I mean, probably nobody's watching this, but if you are somebody like that, I just give it a shot. Like, be okay with not being good at making the music for a little while and see if you enjoy doing it. And if you enjoy making the music and you enjoy the process, you enjoy just kind of sucking at it for a little while, then continue with it, like, go forth and like actually make some music yourself. I think you will find it to be very enjoyable.
Yep. Good luck.
Good luck.
I really hope the AI community finds this. I hope they send it in through the Reddit and they're like, watch this podcast.
Please put this in the Suno Reddit page. I would love for this to be in the Suno Reddit page. That'd be fucking awesome.
I feel we need to go to war with these people.
That's the thing.
I mean, it's like, this is like a union thing where it's like, we need to strike.
That's the thing. Another thing I will say, like, the distinction. So a lot of these people that use the generative AI shit, they feel attacked by people who are real musicians, right? And I don't think that is the right way to go about it. And I think you had even said this in some of the comments that you responded to, and I said this in the video that I filmed. It's not us versus them in that way. Like, it's not real musicians versus people who generate AI music. It is both of us versus Mikey Shulman. It's both of us versus fucking, all these other people. What's the other guy's name? Sam Altman. And it's us versus these fucking billionaires who don't give a shit about music. They don't give a shit about your music that you're making.
Planting data centers in your rural town and killing all your livestock.
Poisoning the water, killing the animals. These are the people who are the enemy. These are who we need to be fighting against, but not each other.
They're going to want to defend those people because if those people are taken down, then they can't generate this music anymore. But I just want to leave you with this. It's like, you still can. You still are going to be able to make music.
Absolutely, dude.
It's going to suck.
The best example is literally exactly how we started making music. I was like, I wonder if I'd be able to do. I listened to a Drake beat. It was like 10 bands by Drake, and I was like, this beat's sick. Like, I wonder how hard it is to do this. And then I just go into the rabbit hole of what kind of free beat making. So how I literally think my first search ever was like, how do people make beats? And it was like, well, people usually use this, but there was no AI recap thing. So you had to read through forums and articles, and then it was like, so people use FL Studio. FL Studio is fucking $300. That's crazy. Like, why would I ever pay that much? And then it's like, there's a free alternative. Cool. And then I get into the free alternative, and then I'm like fucking around and when I click these little squares and then I press play, that's the sound that I just put in there. And that feeling of discovery and just wonder that you get when you load up a fucking shitty free DAW for the first time is so incredible, and it's so just magical. And I think that is the start of a journey that leads to a billion fucking guitars and keyboards and drums and shit all around us. And that's the start of it. And people another argument that I see all the time is, I don't have a fancy studio, I don't have instruments, I don't have this, I don't have that. You don't fucking need that, bro. Like, I made music. I made music and it actually was semi-successful off of making music for about 5 years or so, just using fucking samples and VST plugins, most of which I got for free. Like, I can name free plugins that you can go download right now. Go to r/drum kits on Reddit and get all the drum sounds you'd ever need.
Yeah.
It is, you are not making your own music based off of a lack of resources. You are making AI music out of your own laziness. That's exactly what it is.
Yep.
There is no lack of resources out there for you to be able to make music on the computer completely for free, as much as you want to, your own music.
I don't know, man. It's the fusion of genres, and it's the future of technology. You can't do that.
Totally new.
Humans can't fuse genres. I don't think you know that.
Yeah, that's not possible, man. Yeah, that's so true. Humans have never fused genres before.
AI is creativity. It's not generation.
It's something totally new, but then in the same breath, but it sounds good because it's based off of real humans' music. So what do you fucking believe then? Like, is it something new, or is it just a copy of everything else? I guess we'll never know.
I think it's funny. We're definitely arguing with like toddlers.
Oh yeah,
you know,
100%.
Or toddler brains. Like we're not. It's funny. We can't reason with these people.
No. That's why my approach to most of these are like, you're a fucking dumbass. Like, you're stupid as fuck.
Just not even. Yeah.
No, and that honestly, I've gotten really good. So I feel like there's different platforms that have different levels of negativity. Facebook is very high level of negativity.
Yeah.
And it's because there's so many old people on there. And old people that are just angry and bitter and fucking grumpy with the world. And those are a lot of the same people that are using AI and get offended by you attacking AI.
Yeah.
So there's some overlap there. But I've gotten pretty good at, somebody says something stupid that I just either like, not only just don't agree with, but I think is just dumb. And if even like a hint of like just rude or whatever, like my immediate thought is, you're not a cool person. I wouldn't want to be around you. You're blocked from my fucking page. Like, you're blocked. Most of the time, actually, surprisingly, a fair amount of time, I don't respond to these people. Sometimes I respond because I think it's necessary, or I'm in a mood where I just feel like I'm out for blood. But there are times when I'm like, yeah, just block. Like, probably 85% of the time, it's just block and move on, man. Because I don't want you on my page. You're clearly not my target audience. Get the fuck off my page.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want people who are chill. I want people who have good vibes. That's the kind of thing I want to cultivate in my comment section. And I feel like I've done a fairly good job with that. And I'll keep doing that. Like, you say some fucking bullshit to me, you're getting blocked, dude.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Soldiers, stop making AI music. Well, I did look into our statistics of our fan base, and most of them do use AI generative platforms. So I just want to formally request that you stop doing that, Soldiers.
Yeah, guys, I've been hearing you guys are making a lot of AI music. Our audience is really heavily AI music making based.
Yeah, this is gonna. Our views are gonna drop after this video.
Yeah, people
lots
are
of unsubscribes.
I thought these guys were pro AI this whole time. What the heck?
Yeah.
Yeah. So stop making AI music. Fuck Mikey Coleman. Fuck Sam Altman. All those guys. Pieces of shit. I'm done. I'm done being coy.
He's done.
I'm done being coy, man.
We're going after him.
Fuck them all.
We're not. We're not. Hey. Hate on hate is bad, like that comment said.
Yeah.
This is why the human race is so divided, is because I listen to all types of genres: Egyptian, French, Ethiopian, Chinese, Japanese, Russian, Canadian, USA, every genre. I can't even think of all the genres.
There's so many. There's probably like 100 genres. I listen to so many.
Well, so I'll just keep making music. Keep making music as a human. Keep doing human stuff, and don't
keep on rocking in the free world.
Yeah, I think there's a beauty in all this, because I think it is pushing us to touch more grass, which I think is a good thing. It's good to go touch some grass.
Go touch each other.
And each other.
Yeah.
See you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace. Go touch each other.